Yes, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV. And yes, that's right, I'm sat on a Hobie 16 with just the jib. Does it work? Is it feasible? Is it fun? Is it fast? Just with the jib? We are going to find out. Time to go. Yeah, nice big juicy gusts here. So I'm not getting into the water to go. I'm going to do it from on the boat, so I'm going forwards. I'm going to take the mooring off. And just have to get the boat to bear away a bit to start off. Don't need the jib back. Okay, we've got a bit of wind on the bow there, which is going to push the front of the boat off the wind. Very strange. No main sheet to get hold of. And here we go. Woo, we've got some power. I think we've got about, what's a jib on a 16? 4.5 square meters. Well, that seems like enough. So I'm just hooking on. I need to wind it in a bit to get upwind. All right, and we're off. Feet under, toe strap, don't want to fall in. Okay, and we are on the trapeze. There we go, just the jib. Is it feasible? So far, yes. Is it fun? It's flipping weird. But yeah, I think so. A big hole coming up, might have to come back in. Do we even need to hold the jib sheet? Probably a good idea. Can I get it out? Yes, I can. Just check in. Good idea. Yeah, very strange bit of wind. Next gust coming, so I'm just going to hang out till that next gust comes. I'm just going to get into a bit of space and then, you know, the big question, and I know I've done just the jib before, but sailing 2 up, well, we are flying a hole just with the jib. Yeah, lovely old job. Okay, so yeah, done it before, 2 up, and yes, we did manage to tack just with the jib, so that is going to be one of the challenges today. There's Aaron. Woohoo! All right. Okay, I think he knew that we had a camera. Okay, so checking the area for tacking. I don't feel that I really need to be holding on to the jib sheet, although it is of course quite useful to have something to hold on to for a bit of stability. Yeah, so I have to admit earlier on it was a little bit windier, still pretty windy in the gusts, but it was like, whoa, big wind shift. Good job I've got the reflexes of something with reflexes coming in off the trapeze there, and we're gonna have a look and see at the feasibility of the tack. So what we need to do is be able to get the jib to back. Yeah, and of course the jib is pulling the front of the boat off the wind. It's checking the area, but I think if we could jab it up hard enough, let's go for it. Here we go, jabbed, sheeting out a bit. All right, we're gonna have to try that again. So first attempt, fail. So maybe having the jib cranked in for the tack isn't the right thing because it's pulling the front of the boat too much. So maybe what we need is a bit of inertia, so get a bit of speed on. Yo! So we want to get a bit of speed on, and then once we've got a bit of speed on, see if that speed with the jib sheeted out a bit is enough to get us into the wind. But what we need is a bit more wind. It's gone a little bit soft here. Yeah, it's gone a little bit patchier. All right, there we go, nice big gust. And is it gonna back? Not quite enough. Can we back it up? Reverse the rudders? No, still not enough for the tack. Let's try hardly moving at all. Backing it up. If I move forwards, that might encourage it to go backwards a bit more. No, okay. So we're still trying to see. got the jib traveller set out a little bit, so perhaps if I get the jib traveller all the way in, it will back that a little bit sooner. Okay, good pressure there. Banging it into the wind. Is that enough? All right, not enough there. All right, still trying. I don't know how many attempts this is. Is it 5? Okay, good pressure there. Coming up into the wind and going backwards. All right, not enough. Maybe before, when I did it, it was because we had 2 people that it made it a bit more feasible to tack. But, you know, we are going to do this if it takes another 4 attempts. So, whoa, big gust. Is that enough in the big gust? Reversing the rudders. I'm going to come forwards, try to encourage her to go backwards a bit. Yeah, all right. She's going to back. There she goes. Yes, she's backed. So, yes, we've tacked because she backed. All right. Oh, okay, jib sheet caught on the camera stick. That could be catastrophic for this camera angle that we're getting from up there. And I don't even know if it's any good or not. Hoping for the best. That is all we can do. All right, so hooking on again. Do we want the sheeting angle a little bit more out? Yeah, let's have the jib traveller out. Putting the feet under the toe strap to get out onto the trapeze. Okay, so we've tacked it. Took a few goes. Yes, it is feasible. Yes, we've got upwind. So now for the next challenge, is it fast? Right, I'm going to get out on the wire, albeit not completely necessary to do so at this time, but it makes me feel like at least we're doing something here. Okay, so here we go. The mine shaft beckons and we are looking to get her down the shaft. Ooh. Okay, just gonna wind that in a bit more. A bit too tight maybe. Come on, wind. So much stronger. Of course, when I was preparing, there was more wind. And then if you spend too long preparing, by the time you actually get round to doing the thing, there's not enough wind for the thing. That does happen on occasion. All right, come on. Whee! There's Mr. Goose, the windsurfing by. All right, nice gust here. I'd like to think if we could do 8 knots, be pretty happy. But find out afterwards. Yeah, nice gust. So I'm going to dial it down a bit. No, not enough legs on that gust. It's going to drop off a bit and then she's going to come back. But here we go. There we go, good gust. Yeah, something tells me that having the mainsail up does give you a little bit more. The way that we're almost flying the leeward bow is perhaps a bit of evidence to that. So here we go, next gust coming on, and this is going to be the one, the triumphant one. So here we go, dialing it down. Yeah, good speed there, that feels pretty good, but was it 8 knots? Here we go. Fine stance on the trapeze, I think you'll find. Whew. Okay, I'm going to come back in because the beach is approaching pretty quickly there. Oh. Okay, and as soon as getting in, unhooking for safety. All right. Okay, not bad. All right, now do we feel that we should see what she's like to jibe? Because otherwise, how would we know? All right, so let's take it down and see what she's like to jibe. Should be pretty docile, to be honest, except for the fact that we're not going down very quickly. Oh, yes, she got through. I was worried about the jib wrap there. We don't want the jib wrap ever. Okay, here we go. Second run, often called the one after the first. So, jib goes in. By the way, the crystal clear audio is from Instamic. Yeah, the crystal comfortable clothing is from Forward Whip. Yeah, and I did say earlier to Ben from the beach, I'm going out there to put my circus performer's metaphorical head into the jaws of the lion, and he said, just make sure you've got your whip. That was funny. Okay, so here we go. Just cruising around, just with the jib. We're not going to go quite as far this time. We've done our speed run, but we're just going to go for one more tack, see if we can do it a little bit nicer than before. So before, we were very much trying to get the boat into the wind enough so I could get it going backwards. Because once the boat's going backwards, then it doesn't make any difference not having the mainsail. Going to come back onto the boat, chucking my sheet into the boat, get it unhooked. All right, and okay, so you can't do that. You know, jibbing full, just pushing the rudders across is not going to work. So we definitely need to have the boat going a bit more forwards to enable this maneuver. Good breeze there. All right. And maybe wait a little bit further forwards. Yes, yes, yes. Reversing, getting forwards. I'm even going to go up here and hold the jib on the wrong side. Okay, yeah, silky smooth, baby. All right, we got that apart from the fact the jib sheet is caught around the camera pole, but in the real world, you might not have a camera pole like that. Okay, so it's just plain sailing now, back to the moorings to get her back to safety. Woo-hoo-hoo! Gust of the day! That must be 40 knots, or at least 25. That was strong. Okay, I've now got the main sheet, redundant, over the top of the jib sheet, which is going to stop us from uncleating it. All right. Slightly awkward getting out onto the trapeze, because all the pull is different to how it is normally. Okay, that was a big gust, just saying that. Let's not put a number on it. Okay, so there we go. The 3 F's, fun, feasible and fast. I think we could say no, it's not that fast. Is it fun? Yeah, I think so. If otherwise we weren't going to sail at all, it's definitely more fun than not going out. All right, can I come back in? Yes. Is it fast? Not really. Okay, so there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon with some more on Joyrider TV. You know it.